Good morning. Good morning. I hope you guys are having a wonderful day. I just wanted to hop on here real quick because I don't have a whole lot of time. I have to sign on for work in a few, and I just wanted to come back with another topic. We're going to jump right in it, negotiating with a narcissist. Um, I'm so sorry it took a while for me to get this other video out. Like, I already had the content and everything. Um, I'm gonna just be honest. I've really been getting spiritually attacked, and I'm guessing it's because I am stepping into my purpose, stepping into my calling, and it's gonna be some challenges along the way. So I just want to encourage y'all before we get started, and let you know whatever your purpose or calling is. If you are destined to make a change in this world, if you're destined to uh, change lives, bring about new information to people that they may not know, you're going to be attacked in the spirit. And that's what's been going on with me. But I'm not going to stop no matter how hard it gets, because I know that this is what God destined for me to do. Not only speak on topics of mental illness, personality disorders, narcissism, and things like that. There's a whole slew of things that God wills for me to do, and we have to be ready. We really have to be ready when it comes to standing in our calling and standing in our purpose. So I am not going to play around. We're just going to go ahead and get started. So when you're negotiating with a narcissist, you're dealing with a person who has like high conflict situations. Everything that they do is high conflict. Everything that, like, every type of situation that they're involved with is high conflict, because these are the type of people that are interested in getting what they want. And so with that being said, because you are negotiating, anytime you're going to go in, what do lawyers do? Before they go in and negotiate, they get all of their information down in black and white. And they strategize their negotiation, because this person is someone who's hard to communicate with. This person is someone who's hard to understand. You feel like it's a struggle. You're going round and round and round and round with this person. So when you're negotiating with anybody, you have to understand their weak points, because what is this? This is a fight. I mean, this is a fight to them. They love the fight. You don't want to fight. You want to resolve the conflict in the most peaceful way. So you're going to have to understand their weak points if you're going to be negotiating with them. And I have some notes here, so if I'm bouncing back and forth, just bear with me. Like I said, this takes a lot of energy for me to even do, but I'm gonna keep going. I don't care if it take my last breath. You understand me? So with these people, they are high conflict personalities, which create high conflict situations. They can't even go to the grocery store without getting into it with someone. And the narcissist that I was dealing with, like I said, my mother was a narcissist as well. She was always having high conflict with people, and it will be over the smallest situations. So you have to know your strategies. You have to know their weak points. Their personality is very cold. So with that being said, they are like from the neck down dead. I've heard that saying from Ian Van Zant. A lot of people don't like her. Everybody got different callings, but what she was saying is, they're from the neck down dead. They can't feel anything. All you're going to get is facial expressions. They don't have a heart. It's almost like they don't have a brain, because they're doing all this crazy stuff. But like I was saying, they have no feeling. They have no care. So when they interact with people, they're on the defensive with everyone. So like I said, you have to strategize. You have to know their weak points. The first weak point is they lack accountability. Anytime it comes to them being accountable, it's always a shift. They're always shifting the blame. They're always shifting the responsibility. When it comes to communicating with them, if you're talking to them and it's like, okay, wow, whatever if you try to, okay, let's say this, if you try to confront the person about any situation, it doesn't matter what it is, you're always going to find the conversation back on you, because this is a fight for them. So they're going to pull out all of the stops. They're going to try to bring all of the information about you and say, oh, well, what about when you did this? And that has nothing to do with the situation that you're talking to them about at that point. But because they love to fight, and because you need to know how to strategize your negotiation, what you're going to do is you derail them. And it's very hard sometimes. It takes a lot of mental strength. You can't just let them get away with whatever they're saying. And sometimes you have to gauge it, because they're tricky and they're fickle and they're funny. Another weak point, they are very afraid. They are so afraid. So with knowing that they're so afraid, that is a stepping point to say, okay, how can I, like I said, you have to gauge the situation with them being afraid. What are they afraid of? They're afraid to be exposed. They are afraid to lose. They are afraid to lose their narcissistic supply. The narcissistic supply is any and everyone that's around them that is either, one, doing their dirty work, two, doing whatever plans that they got these people lined up, like the basketball players, like, okay, this is your job, this is your job, this is your job. They're afraid to lose these people. They're afraid to lose their supply. And what happens if they lose their supply? They can't feed off you anymore. That's why they, like I said before, they have multiple people that they are using. They're users. They suck you dry. What else are they afraid of? A lot of people, I feel like, whether you're going to court, because a lot of people have to go to court with narcissists. They have children with the narcissist. It might be their mother-in-law. It might be stepfather, whoever. But I feel like regardless of if you're going to court or not, you have to know how to negotiate with these people, or you're going to lose every time. They're going to make you suffer. They're going to treat you very cold and very mean. Because what they do after they cannot use you anymore is they discard you. Once they have no more use, when you find out the truth about them, you're going to step away. You're not going to want to be involved in it anymore. And that's like, oh no, I'm getting ready to lose my narcissistic supply. I have to do something. You know what I mean? But, see, I just lost my train of thought. I told you I was really scatterbrained. What are they afraid of? They don't want to be exposed. Okay? The reason why they don't want to be exposed, because if they have to be exposed, then they're going to have to accept that something is wrong with them. And then they're going to have to try to fix it. They don't want to do the personal work. When you're dealing with mental illness, personality disorders, anything like that, that's a lot of mental work that you have to do. There's a lot of things you have to unlearn. And they're too lazy to do that. They rather just suck people dry and, just move on with their day. They don't have time to really do the personal work, because they already think they have it all together. They already feel like, my narcissist told me, okay, this is so funny. He was like, my soul is pure. And he said it with so much confidence. They boast. They're braggadocious. They are God. That's what they think, but they're really not. So, with that being said, you have to know how to negotiate. What else are we looking at here? When you're negotiating with a narcissist, you're fighting, so you're taking a step to fight dirty, if that makes sense. Like I said, it's all about a mental game. You have to know how to gauge exactly what you're saying, and you're not going to always say the right things. That's what's hard about this. Especially when they've shut you out, they've given you the cold shoulder. So it's almost like you feel like you have to grovel back and talk to them just to kind of get this plan or negotiation going, and it's very hard. One thing I will say is, because I'm gonna have to get off of here, because I do have a lot more information, but I just don't have the time. If you're going to court with a narcissist, make sure you're getting all of your information. You need evidence on paper. because it's not going to work. So many narcissists get away with this behavior. Nobody's holding them accountable because they're too scared to, because they don't want to see the wrath of a narcissist. But you're getting all of your documentation. Make sure you have your text messages, because if you're getting ready to go to court, you can't just go up in there accusing this person, because see, a lot of people are getting abused, a lot of people are getting sexually abused, a lot of people are getting physically and mentally abused with this. So if you're going into court, you better have your paper ready. You better have everything ready. You guys are going to need a mediator. If you have children together, you guys are who's going to get the kids on the holidays, who's going to get the kids on the weekends, who's going to have decision-making authority when it comes to the children's medical plans, education. It's a lot of stuff that you need to be prepared. If you're not going to court with a narcissist, you need to be mentally sharp. You need to be meditating. You need to be looking at videos. You need to be praying, because you're going to be talking to this person even if you don't have kids with them. My advice is, if you don't have kids with them, cut them off, because there's nothing else. What else you need to be connected to them for? There's nothing else you need to be connected to them for if you don't have kids. If they are a parent of yours, they're going to have to respect your You're going to have to grow up in the spirit. We're going to have to tell them, hey, you're going to have to respect my boundaries. And thank you so much for walking with me on this spiritual journey, because that's basically all it is. I may have to go in a minute. Let me see what else I have. You have to fight with leverage. You have to make them feel the squeeze, because not going to be held responsible. They're not going to be held accountable, and they're going to get away with the bad behavior. See, like I said before, everybody isn't getting physically abused. A lot of this stuff is invisible to the naked eye, and if you're not mentally sharp, you're not going to be able to see it. Let me see what else, because I'm only going to be able to give y'all probably about 2 more minutes. If you have children, and there's a situation that seems to be dangerous, there's a bus going by, so you might not be able to hear me. You need to file for emergency custody. What you're doing is breaking away. You're reclaiming your freedom. You're walking in your purpose, whatever that may be. But you're going to have to get emergency orders in place if you feel that there is danger that is coming your way. Because all of the time, you cannot just walk away from a narcissist, because when they feel like they're getting ready to lose, they're going to get drastic, and they're going to do drastic things. Like I said, you need to have an assigned mediator. You need to implement a parenting plan. You need to have a custody arraignment. Judge makes mistakes all the time. You're not just going to go into the court and they're going to be like, oh yeah, we see what's going on with this person. Boom. They're going to have visitation or whatever. That's not always going to happen. Sometimes when a narcissist they feel attacked. If you bring them to court, they feel like that's an attack. I just want to get communication in place, whatever. They feel like they're getting attacked, and they're going to get mean when they feel that way. So you're going to have to keep fighting. You're going to have to fight for your family. You're going to have to fight, because anything that is worth having, you have to fight for it. It's not going to be easy, and it don't matter if it is your kids and they did come from you. You're still going to have to fight. You're going to have to come up with ultimate decision-making authority with electronics. A lot of times what courts do is they have a court-approved app so that both parents can monitor the children's electronics. They don't want to look bad in front of people that respect them. So no, they don't want to look bad in front of their children. They don't want to look bad in front of their friends, their family, the courts, and most of all, my dear, they don't want to look bad in front of themselves. So you better be ready to fight. And if you're not, I don't know what to say. It's 2020. This is the age of information. I don't care what it is you're looking to do. You can find a way out how to do it. Fear is a great way to control people. Don't stay stuck and don't stay scared. I always say, this is the last place you're going to live. This body, this vessel, this is the last place you're going to live. So it don't matter if you have to leave $1 million home. It don't matter, where you leaving. It's all about where you're going. So just stay strong, guys. I'm going to have to get off here. I do have more content coming on the way. But like I said, with power and authority and what I'm doing as far as walking into my calling, I'm getting spiritually attacked, guys, and I just I'm just gonna keep going. I'm not gonna stop. I'm not gonna give up. It is very hard right now for me, but I want to be here in support of you guys. I want to give you guys the tools you need, because we're going to get free together and we're going to heal together. Like I said, this is the last place you're going to live. When you go to sleep at night, your mind is all you have left. Your body, that's all you have left. When your kids leave, that's all you got is you. You the only you got. So are you going to take care of you, or are you going to let somebody beat you down in the spirit? That's all I got, guys. I love y'all. I hope this was helpful. I will be on the way with more content. Love you guys. Peace.